Hello, fellow traders. Welcome to my desktop. Jamie here over at Trade Ideas. Just wanted to drop in and show you guys a real high quality setup that I found today in the form of an opening range break, more specifically, a low floater. And you probably heard of these and know what they're capable of, but let's check it out. So we're gonna start with how I found the trade. And if you can see the window that I'm up here in currently, it is the low float opening range breakout alert window. That's part of my docked environment here. So let's just start by reviewing the history and the configuration. So not a lot of rocket science going into this alert. I'm using the 60-minute opening range breakout alert. Filters, minimum price 1, max price 15. Relative volume just has to be a squeak over normal. We're using 1.2 here, but here is the low float part. Float cannot be more than 3 million shares. I've got the time filter in here as well because I'm only really interested in these things right about that 1 hour mark. So this eliminates a lot of the history that I don't need. So let's check out the history today. Okay, and this is what I like about this window. It only spit out 6 symbols in about a 7-minute period here. And let me dispel a myth about alert windows or top list windows or any other window that you're going to be using in the TI environment. Not everything that comes out is going to be perfect. More times than not, you're going to have to filter through maybe 10, a dozen, 15, 20 stocks that meet your criteria, but the pattern is not conducive, okay? So that's typically the way it works. So in this specific instance, we got 6 signals. Let's take a look at the first one here, and we're going to take a look at ones that you just basically pass on, right? Especially these low floaters. BPYPN, look how spotty the candles are. Now, technically, this thing actually went up from this entry signal, but it's not exactly lighting the world on fire and just not my cup of tea. Let's go to the top here. EVV. More of the same. Now, this one, as ugly as this pattern is, it's still a range break and it worked, but once again, not lighting the world on fire. 983 up to 987. So, you did make 4 cents and your risk was about a penny, but we're looking for something a little juicier. FFC, pass. REBN, pass. CJJD, easy, pass. Now, VRM. Well, what do we have here? Notice how this one looks way different from all of the others. And you can see the blue arrow here. Here is right where the 60-minute opening range break occurred. And so what we're going to do is we're going to mark this up and we're going to talk about the entry and risk management here. So there is the break right there at the blue line. Notice how tight this range is. So this is the entry candle right here where the blue arrow is. So to assess risk here, we do not count the entry candle. My specific methodology is looking back the prior 15 minutes. 5, 10, 15. We'll go ahead and drop another line right there. So entry 5, 10, 15. There's your risk level right there. So from an entry of, let's just call it 1225, be a little bit over, and risk level 1172 or 1175, let's call it. All right, so once again, and we can see the alert price here, 12, we'll just call it 1220. Risk is down here at 1170. So this was a 50-cent risk. So how do you interpret that? Is that good? Is that bad? Is that indifferent? Well, that depends on how much you're willing to risk per trade. So for example, we got to risk 50 cents to be in this trade, or 50 cents. If you're risking $100, well, then you should have been in no more than 200 shares. And of course, it did not get stopped out. It just immediately ran up a bit, took a little breather, and just kept grinding up all day. But what an amazing run from 12.18 all the way topping out right about the $21 level. So of course, I'm not saying that you, me, or anyone else is going to get all of that, but let me tell you, 50 cents, Risk 12.18 up to 22. So that's huge. That's 10 points, right? That's like a 20 R potential there. I mean, even if you got out here or anywhere in the middle, you had a phenomenal return on this one. Risking 50 cents to make, you know, a grand potential of 10 points. So this is what a high quality opening range break setup looks like. Nice and tight, acceptable risk. Now this one is a low floater. They're not all going to run 10 points, but I think everybody is aware of that. So once again, prior 15 minutes, not including the entry candle, is how we assess our risk. Size accordingly, put the trade on, and let it work. All right, that's it for this time. Thanks for popping in, and if you like these videos, please like and share. That'll keep us delivering content to you guys at no charge. Okay, until next time, ciao for now.